Hello everyone, welcome to the video tutorial series of the web development. I am your instructor Varsha Tak. Let's start our today's lecture. So at the end of this video, you will be able to learn about the DOM, that is known as the document object model. Then next one is we will see the manipulation using DOM, and last we will see the event handling. So let's start with the DOM. Okay, so the DOM is the W3C, that is the World Wide Web Consortium standard. The DOM defines a standard for accessing the documents. The W3C document object model, okay, so is a platform and the language natural interface that allows the program and script to dynamically access and update the content, structure and style of the document. Okay, so it defines the entire structures of the HTML document. The W3C DOM standard is separated into the three different parts, which are this: the core DOM, that is a standard model for all the document types; XML DOM, that is a standard model for XML document; and HTML DOM, that is the standard model for HTML documents. Okay, so what is the HTML DOM? We will study the HTML DOM. So what is the HTML DOM? The HTML DOM, that is the HTML document object model, is a standard object model and programming interface for the HTML. What it defines? So it defines the HTML elements as an object, the properties of all the HTML elements, then the methods to access all the HTML elements, how to access the method, how to access the element. You can access using it by name, by class name, by ID, etc. Okay, so the event for all the HTML elements. Okay, so here in the other words we can say the HTML DOM is a standard for how to get the change, add or delete the HTML element. Okay, you want to add the HTML element, then also it is possible. If you want to delete the HTML element, then also it is possible. With the HTML DOM, JavaScript can access and change all the elements of an HTML document. Okay, so when a web page is loaded, the browser creates a document object model of the page. Okay, so with the object model, JavaScript gets all the power it needs to create the dynamic HTML. So you can define you can use the JavaScript to manipulate the DOM method, this DOM model. Here you can see how we can define the HTML DOM. Okay, so here this is the document, this is the root element of this document is what? The HTML. So whenever you are going to define the HTML, that is the indicate the starting point of your web document. So what is this? That is the root element of your document object model. Okay, so here this root element is divided into two parts, as we have the two sections in the HTML document. One is the head section and another is the body section. Okay, in head section, suppose we have the title tag, meta tag, anything is there. Okay, so the element is what? Title, and the text is what? The my title. Okay, and here the element is what? The body, in which suppose we have defined the anchor tag or h1 tag. So here anchor tag, the attribute is a hypertext reference and its text is what? The my link, and here the element is the h1 and the text is what? The my header. So like this way the HTML DOM will be created. Now, which are the methods for the document object model? Okay, so these are the different documents object model methods. So as I told you that you can define, you can access the element using the class name, using the ID name. Okay, you can define the write, say that you are using the document.write. So what is that? That is one of the DOM method. Okay, so the write string, that writes the given string on the document. Write ln, that means it will write in the new line. Okay, so writes the given string on the document with the new line, that character at the end. Okay, so whenever you are writing with the document.write, what will happen? Just it will print everything in the same line only. But if you will write the document.write ln, okay, so what it will do? It will every time write it in the new line. So it will display the output in the new line. Next is the get element by ID. It returns the element having the given ID value. So whenever we are accessing the value using the ID, so at that time we can use the get element by ID. Okay, then get element by name. So the returns all the elements having the given name value. Then you can access by the tag name also, and you can access by the class name also. So for that the get element by the tag name and returns all the elements having the given tag name. And get element by class name, that means returns all the elements having the given class name. So these are the HTML DOM methods. So through that you can access the HTML element by class, by name, by ID, etc. Now let's see the manipulation using DOM. Okay, so creating the new HTML element. So if you want to create the new HTML element, you can manipulate the DOM using the code also. Okay, suppose you want to add the extra p tag, you want to add the extra element in the list, you want to remove the element from the list, then everything is possible using the DOM manipulation. So creating the new HTML element, then next one is the creating the new HTML elements insert before. Okay, so if you want to insert before a particular element, so you can use the insert before. Then removing the existing HTML element. If you want to remove the existing HTML element, then also it can be done. If you want to replace the element, then also you can do using the manipulation using the DOM. Now next topic is the event handling. Okay, so what is an event? So JavaScript interactions with the HTML is handled through event that occur when the user or the browser manipulates a page. Okay, so whenever you are clicking on the something, it will generate the event. Okay, suppose on the suppose you are typing something and you are just focusing on that particular text box, so the color of the text box will be changed. So that is what, again it is the event handling. Suppose you are typing something and you are typing the characters, then it will give you the message, the character, this digit is not allowed or character is not allowed. So that is what, again the event handling. When the page loads, it is called an event. When the user clicks a button, that clicks to is an event. Other examples includes the event like pressing any key, closing a window, resizing the window, everything that is known as the event. Developer can use this event to execute the JavaScript coded response. So we can use the JavaScript coded response to define such type of event handling, which cause the button to close the windows, message to be displayed to the users, data to be validated, and the virtually any other type of response that is imaginable. So events are the part of the document object model, that is the DOM label 3, and every HTML element contains a set of event which can trigger the JavaScript code. So these are the different types of event that is available. So here you can see the blur event, that means the focus event. Change event is there whenever you are clicking something, clicking on the button, clicking on the text box, that everything is the event. Okay, so for that you can use the mouse event. Double click for also, that is you can use the mouse event, that is belong to the mouse event. Focus, that is belong to the focus event. Whenever you are typing something on that particular text box and you are just pressing the tab, and it will just going through the different text box are there. So every time you are getting the focus in the different text box. Key down, then key press, key up, this all are the different events that is available, and you can handle such type of event. Load event, that means the page load. Mouse down, mouse one means you are clicking and you are not releasing, that means mouse down. Mouse move, suppose here you can see this, my mouse is moving. Okay, mouse hover, I am hovering the mouse over here. Okay, so mouse out, mouse up, reset, submit, whenever you are clicking on the submit button, the submit event will be generated. Okay, so these are the different types of event that is available, so you can handle this event. Okay, so see here, this is the practical for the DOM manipulations. Document for the document.write, all of you are aware about it. Okay, now here you can see, here we have used this just a second, first see the document method, here in which there's access of the get element by ID. We are accessing the element by ID. Before also we have seen the practicals of that p tag, in which we are accessing that p tag using the ID, and in which we are displaying something. Okay, so here you can see, here just I have defined one practical in which I have defined one function that is validate. This is about the JavaScript validations also. Okay, so here you can see the variable message is there, if document.myForm user.pass.value.length is equal to 5. This is the document method for checking the value that is entered in the text box by the user. So this is in the myForm.user pass, that means user has passed dot value and the length. If it is greater than 5, then the message will be good, otherwise the message will be poor. Okay, and for that we are displaying this message, that is document.getElement by id, that is my location. So here you can see we have used one span tag in which we have defined the id my location, and we are accessing this element using the id. Okay, so this is here the my location dot inner text. Okay, in which we have to change this, in which we have to define this inner text, so that is equal to message. So whatever the output will be there, if it is the less than 5, then it will be poor, otherwise it will be good. Okay, and here I have used this form element. All of you are aware about this because we have learned this thing in the form element. Okay, so form name my form, and input type is equal to password, value, name, that is user pass, and this is on key up. This is again what? The event handling. Okay, so here we are doing the event handling as well as we are accessing the element using the DOM method. Okay, so both the things that is over here that you can see. So on key up, when user press the key and just release the key, so at that time this event will be occurred, and we are calling the functions that is validate. On key up we are calling the function that is validate, so these functions will be called. Got it? So just save this and execute this practical, so you will have the better idea about it. Here you can see now the strength is no strength, but what will happen? Suppose I am defining just pressing one character, so this no strength will be changed. Okay, so that is what? The poor. Here this value in between this, here you can see this no strength is changed. Here the strength is by default. Okay, that is in the span, so value of the no strength will be changed to the poor, because right now we have just pressed 1. Now suppose I am pressing the 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so till that it is poor. Now I am pressing the 6 characters, so at that time it will good. Okay, so like this way you can use the DOM methods to accessing the element. You can define the event handling on the button click, on the mouse key up, etc. You can define on the mouse hover also. Suppose you are hovering the mouse over here on the text box, the color of this text box will be changed, so like that also you can handle. Okay, so this is about the DOM method also, and this is about the accessing using the on click event also, and accessing using the get element by id. Okay, now next one is the DOM manipulation. Okay, so here see the DOM manipulation is that, now first one is, suppose you want to add one extra tag, then also it is possible. Right now I am just removing this. First we will see how to add the extra element. Okay, so here you can see this is the code for appending the extra element. So see here, just a second, here I have to paste in the script. Okay, so here this is the code for adding the element. Let's see first the output of this, then we will see this code. Here you can see this new p tag is added. Here in this we have not specified new p tag ever. We just have p1 tag, p2 tag and p3 tag. In output we have new p tag. How we can define? Let's see. So here you can see we have defined this division in which we have defined 3 p tag, and we want to add 1 p tag extra. So for that what you have to do? So you have to first define the variable, that is user defined name p tag is there, equal to document.create element. We have to create the element first. Okay, so document.create element, we are creating the element. This is about the DOM manipulation. Which element we are going to create? We are going to create the p element. Got it? Then t node. Okay, so this document.create text node, this p tag is created. Now we have to define the text that we are going to be inserted in that p element. So that is the new p tag. After that what we have to do? P tag dot append child, that means we have to append this text node to this p tag. So p tag dot append child t node. So we are appending this text to this p element. After that, in which we have to insert? We have to insert in this div element. So here you can see variable element is equal to document dot get element by id. Again we are accessing the we are using this DOM method to accessing the element. So document dot get element by id div1. Here we have defined the id div1. Okay, and that element dot append child. Which child we have to append? P tag. So this P tag we have to append. Now this is the P element as well as their text node is there. Okay, so this is added in this. So here you can see this is added, P tag. Okay, now let's see about this. So here you can see we have added one element. Now we want to add in the list also. Now here you can see this coffee and tea is there. Now I want to insert it before, now I want to insert it at the specified position. Suppose I want to insert it as a 0 position. Okay, so here for that I have used the, again here this is the example of the event handling DOM manipulation method. Okay, so here we are clicking, here you can see we have defined one button in which the on click event we are calling the function, that is my function. So here the function my function, okay, variable new item is equal to document dot create element. As I told you, you have to create the element first, then you have to create the text node and you have to append the text node. So here you can see the variable text node is equal to document dot create text node water, then new item append child text node. And now where we are going to insert it? So variable list is equal to document dot get element by id my list. So here we are inserting in this my list at which position? So for that you have to use this insert before method. Okay, insert before DOM manipulation method. So list insert before new item comma list dot child nodes. We are defining the child nodes, which position? At the 0 position. So when we are just clicking on the button, first water will be added. See. So water will be over here before the coffee. See. Got it? So this is the DOM manipulations method that you can do. Now let's see, here you can see, here this is the example of the removing the child. Okay, so here you can see I have defined this my list that in which I have defined the WT and Java. Okay, now to remove the element again we are accessing this on the on click event. So again the event handling is there. Okay, and here you can see variable list is equal to document dot get element by id my list. So we are accessing this list and list dot remove child, that is list dot child node 0. Okay, so when we are clicking on the button, it will remove the child node that is at the position 0. So it will remove this WT, and again you will click. So what will happen when the WT is removed? The Java is at the 0 positions, and when you will click again on the button, the Java will also be removed. So let's see how to remove this. So here you can see you can remove the child also. See here, this is by default insert before that I have used. So if you want to change the name, that just change over here. Remove element. Okay, see here, so this WT will be removed. Got it? Okay, and if I will click again, so Java will be removed. Got it? So like this way you can remove the element also. So this is all about this document DOM manipulation method, then DOM accessing methods for the this element, and this event handling also. So here you can see this is the event handling also. Let's see the example of this that we have already learned when we have learned about the function. So here you can see on the button click event we are calling the function crun. Just right now I am showing the example of calling the function crun. So what will happen? It will call the function change color, and in the change color we are passing the value yellow. So document dot body style, the background color will be set to the yellow. So here this is the example of the event handling. see here. Okay, so this is the example of the event handling. So in this video we have learned about the DOM manipulations method. So that is the document object, we have learned about the document object model, then we have learned about the manipulation using the DOM, and then we have learned about the event handling. Okay, so these are the different methods. So in this video we have learned about the DOM, that is the document object model, and which are the different methods for accessing the element using this DOM model. Then we have learned about the manipulation using the DOM. You can insert the element, you can create the element, you can insert the element, you can insert the element at the specified position, and you can remove the element also, as well as you can remove the element from the specified positions also. Okay, so that we have seen, and then we have learned about the event handling. Okay, so how event handling can be done whenever you are clicking on the button, whenever you are pressing the mouse, pressing the key. So every time event will occur. Okay, so we have learned about this on click event and the mouse key down event. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Remaining interesting topic we will cover in the next lecture. Thank you for watching. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you.